In this video, we'll talk about Chiliz and the CHZ token after the drop of today. Quite a big bearish drop throughout the entire market. So kind of, it was expected, at least to me. I did say it in my analysis 2 days ago, but I still wanted to make an update on that because I know a lot of you trade and hold CHZ. So first of all, I hope you all had a great Monday, or hope that you are having a great Monday. Chiliz itself, I mean the volume. First of all, amazing at 300 million. That's mainly because obviously the increased attention and awareness around Chiliz and the CHZ token. But earlier earlier today, at least in my time zone, it was in the night, I had a big drop where the correlation was fully 1. So the entire market did the same thing. You can look at Bitcoin, did the same thing. So it was quite, I mean, what I like to call that is a fundamental move. So for some reason, a lot of institutions probably are selling crypto. So that affects everything. That also affects Chiliz. No big fundamental news or anything. That just sometimes happens. So Chiliz itself is, I did expect this because Chiliz was already looking quite bearish, and it looked like the last of the hype and momentum of obviously the World Cup was kind of slipping away from Chiliz. So I did expect it, as you can see in my analysis, I think 2 days ago, that I did that analysis. And I tried to cover Chiliz now every other day, so every 2 days, or maybe when the volume starts dropping a little bit more, I'll cover it. I'll cover it like 2 times a week, something like that. Let me know how much you would like to see it. But for now, I still think it's very interesting, and I also still think that it's a great crypto to trade. So we have dropped down to this support level, as you can see, at around 16 cents. Now, that's a very strong support level. As you can see, I think that's going to hold, which might be a little bit of a risky thing to say. But I do think so. It's just a very strong level. Also, if you take a look at the historical values. But apart from that, Chiliz is still a very strong crypto. That's not something we should forget. So what I expect, I mean, it does kind of depend on the market. If for some reason Bitcoin drops down. Oh, excuse me. Wow, that was a very loud sound. So I'll have to edit that out. Hopefully I did, but there was a very loud sound. But yeah, Bitcoin is still very bearish. If Bitcoin actually drops down to 15,500, unfortunately, I think Chiliz is probably going to drop down to 15 cents and 14 cents, which is then we would do something like this. So we would consolidate on top of that, and then at some point, after we're able to consolidate on top of that, we would also start to get some more bullish momentum, because I do believe that Chiliz can do something like that if we find some strong foundation, if we find some strong support where we can actually find support for a longer period of time. So for now, I still think this is the most likely scenario, but I mean, we have to be wary that if Bitcoin really gets more and more bearish, that there's a possibility that we will drop down to one level lower. But for now, that's not what I expect. For now, I think Chiliz is strong enough to hold this, and you can also see right now, while we are doing the analysis, that Chiliz is actually showing some bullish momentum, even though Bitcoin is showing a lot of bearish momentum during this analysis. But yeah, and that's also a little bit of a thing now that the big fundamentals around Chiliz have kind of gone away. It will more and more move along with the markets, so move along with Bitcoin and Ethereum. Unfortunately, but in the end, what you must remember is that Chiliz over the long term is still a very valuable and unique project. So I wouldn't have too much fear in holding it, but on the short term, it might be a tough time. So yeah, that's my take on Chiliz. As I said in the video as well, let me know how much you want to see these updates. But for now, I want to thank you all for watching and listening. I want to wish you all a great week ahead, and bye.